So
We're rolling.
So we teamed up with Printer Value. No, we did not. I hate those commercials so much. Where they like grab something, they hold it. Here's my mug. We teamed up. Like, you ever see those ads for like Factor, like the food? Factor,
Yeah.
We teamed up with Factor. And go. They always have to do the tilt, and it irritates the crap out of me. I know I've discussed this on the pod before, but just the fact that they're doing a tilt enrages me.
You should have done that with the Hellboy issue. We're teaming up with Mike.
We're teaming up with
Mikey Mignola.
We're teaming up with Mike Mignola. Here's Hellboy.
Yeah.
Look at it. Right on my face. Hi, Christian.
Oh, we're recording. I forgot. Hello, Leslie.
Hey.
Leslie. Sorry.
Leslie.
It's habit
Christina.
now.
Yeah. What's up, Christina? We have
Sorry.
we have a special guest today, Christian, to annoy us.
Sorry.
Guest, introduce yourself.
Hello.
That's fantastic.
My name is Lucas.
Your real name.
Wes calls me Skywalker. Leslie,
You're real.
Why do I call you Skywalker?
because
No. It feels like Hobbs all over again.
Yeah.
so I got Wes gave me a nickname a long time ago when I was in 6th grade.
Yes.
Oh,
To
yeah.
clarify, I volunteered at
Like I said,
I used to work with students.
Yeah.
he gave me a cute little
Yeah,
nickname back in the
that's right.
day.
Well,
He went to the church.
I was 10.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
any boys I could?
I want some boys. Editing all that out. It's staying in. It's keeping it in.
Keep it in.
So why I called you that is, do you know the real reason why I called you Skywalker?
Yeah, because
right?
you couldn't remember my name.
I could not remember a name, so I'd use certain little things to
Yeah, it's
remember.
the mnemonic device.
Yeah,
is the
Yeah.
but
word.
it just stuck. Skywalker is now officially 21. Woo woo!
Dang.
He is born one day before me, but many years later.
Yep.
So
I was going to say my birthday, but I was like,
it's I prefer you not, because it's kind of obvious what my birthday would be, because I just said what it is. So I was Skywalker's small group leader since he was from 6th grade to your
he was my first.
senior year.
First and last.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Now we co-lead a group together, which is very weird. But it's more
It's
weird
true.
that you could
and I
have
still act like a kid there.
you are,
Right. So
There
does
it
Wes.
whenever actually no, I'm responsible. It's weird.
Wes is a jerk.
Yeah.
Because I'm always yelling at you to pay attention. You're always bothering Tater Tot. You can tell me what to do. I am my own man. You storm
You
out.
don't know me.
You're not my dad. Look at me now, Dad. So we have Skywalker on today,
Yeah.
just to have fun and talk about what he likes, which is what, Skywalker? Tell us why you're here.
Well, I watch way too much anime.
Wow, what a nerd. It's
Not
like,
any of the gross stuff.
yeah. Like
Not
going-
any of the
To be
hentai.
determined.
Not in hentai yet.
Yeah.
It's like
We'll
walking.
see.
It's like walking back into Barnes and Noble, and you see the weird, like, what do you call those guys who are way too into anime?
Oh, weeb.
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
Jonathan would know what
It's like
that
a
is.
darkly lit corner, and they like
Jonathan is
scurry
a
into
weeb.
it.
Jonathan is a weeb.
Does he say he is?
I'm
I think
pretty sure.
he
He talks
has.
in Japanese sometimes, just because
boy.
he's like, oh.
Is this another one of your?
Yeah, one of my
boys?
boys.
You little boys.
VP.
No hate to him. Great guy.
Phenomenal guy, even.
Great guy.
His name is
Great
V.
guy.
His name is VP, but not why you think it'd be for vice president.
Violin player.
It's for violin player.
Oh, okay.
Don't what are you doing? You dropped it. Just stay in it. Don't move. If you move, your camera's gonna fall.
No, it's because I kicked this
Do
over.
not touch. Don't even touch it.
I kicked it over, and it pulled my charger down.
Yeah.
So what shows? Because you don't read the manga.
No, I'm not a reader. I own a couple of My Hero manga, but I just like the cover of it. I like the artwork on the front, so it's just in my setup for stuff. So I started. It's probably.
Come on, sell us on it. Come on.
Well, let me just talk about it. It's probably been a year or so, maybe a year and a half, since I started watching And my brother-in-law, his name's Preston. He
Give Preston a shout out because we know
Preston's a
Preston's
great
we
guy.
all know Preston's watching.
He's
Is that
a
the nickname or
great
is that a
guy.
real
I don't
name?
know
That's his
Preston.
real name. That's
I've
my
never met-
brother-in-law.
I've never,
Oh,
I've never.
okay.
I might have met him at your wedding, but I don't.
Yeah,
I
he
don't-
was in my wedding. He was short guy.
the short king.
Yeah, he is a king.
I just like
He's
how
great.
I love how your brother Chewy's just like I think his youngest brother Chewy Jacob. They all the boys have Star Wars nicknames. His other brother Ben is Obi, old Ben, Obi.
Okay.
Then there is Chewy. It's like Chewy. It's cool.
Yeah, it just fits. Yeah.
But I like how he was up there. He's one of your groomsmen. I make eye contact with him. He goes. He just does a little finger
Yeah.
fist like, I see you. He looked very nervous, but he did a good job.
He did great.
He did phenomenal.
Great job.
Yeah.
Great job. He'll be in Lincoln's too coming up. So see how he does on that.
But how did you?
Yeah, so my brother-in-law, he was trying to get me to watch a show called Demon Slayer, which is great. Highly recommend that show.
Yeah, I've heard Jonathan talk about that a lot.
It's on Netflix, so it's easy. Most people can
Accessible.
watch it. It's
Is
easy
it the
accessible.
one where she's like eating a scroll? Careful.
It kind of
Don't
looks
knock
like
over.
that. It kind of looks like that. His sister. So the main character's name's Tanjiro. His sister.
Let's keep it appropriate though. Don't be using that language.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
I'm kidding. Keep going.
Don't say the T word, my dude. It's a slur. But his whole family gets eaten by demons.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
It does happen. We've all
It
been
happened
there.
to my mother.
Yeah.
Yep,
Jenny
we
had to
all
go
know-
die on
we
me.
all know what happened to
Yeah.
her. So
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to her?
she died. But so
And now she's dead.
Yeah.
And now she's dead.
so his whole family gets eaten by demons, but his sister. He notices his sister is still alive.
Is that the one that's eating the scroll?
It looks like she's eating a scroll, but she turns into a demon, but she's never eaten a human because they all eat humans. So she's kind of like
She's like a vegan demon.
he's figured out how to like keep her
It's like
human. Like she's still aware and a human, but she has the powers of a demon. So she kind of like hasn't fully turned.
So it's like vampire rules. Like once if you're bitten, like Anne Rice vampire rules.
Yeah.
Like once you're bitten, you're in limbo. But once you bite and drink the blood of someone else, then you are full-fledged
Yeah,
vampire.
yeah.
Is it like those rules?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, everyone. So this is the only time this has ever happened. Like this is the first time a demon hasn't fully turned demon. Like so, she's able to still remain self-aware. So to help prevent herself from trying to eat humans, she puts that thing.
Don't
in
we
her
all
mouth.
have that struggle,
She
Christian?
puts
Yeah.
that thing in her mouth. It's a piece of
Yeah.
bamboo. They put a piece of bamboo in
Like
her
a
mouth.
muzzle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is
so
this
she-
based on a true story?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Facts.
So then, yeah.
Facts.
Just thought I'd ask.
Yep.
More of the tilting.
Bamboo.
Ooh, bamboo.
So,
Yeah. So-
is it a series that's completed or is it still ongoing?
It is
as of now?
ongoing. As of right now, the series part of it is done. There are three final movies that are coming out, and it's supposed to be like the end fight against the original demon.
The be all end all.
So they're in this place called the Infinity
Satan.
Castle, which is like his domain. I
I'm
guess
just
you
picturing
could say.
Thanos now.
Yeah, it's definitely not Thanos. He looks like Michael Jackson, actually.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait, are these kids going against him? Because we
No.
keep the kids away.
They're all adults.
'Cause
So
Like
they
you're
got
not
not interested. I can tell. Your eye.
I'm editing
Wes is just gonna delete this whole episode.
I'm bleeping. This entire portion looks like we're just cursing.
Yeah, he'd rather have that than
It's like,
the
yeah,
exit.
this is okay.
Yeah.
This is acceptable.
Yeah.
It's like the meme of the dog that's sitting in a room with
guys are-
everything's on fire. It's like it's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's a chill guy.
So
But-
keep going.
Yeah, so they're making 3 final movies. It's the last sort of fight. Yeah, it's really good.
Is it gonna?
The
So it's
art
wrapping
is-
it up.
Yeah, they're wrapping it up. The 3 movies are coming out. Like I think one's coming out this year, I know for sure, and then I don't know where they're going from there. I don't know if they're gonna keep releasing them this year or if it's gonna be a year each time. If it's gonna be a year each time, it's gonna be devastating because it is so
yeah.
good.
Well, do you watch it dubbed or subbed?
Dubbed. I'm a big dub guy.
Thank you.
Personally, if I wanted to watch it, I'm gonna watch it. I don't want to sit there and read. If I wanted to sit there and read, I'd read the book.
He doesn't read. He doesn't read.
I don't read.
He's what we call an idiot. Doesn't read.
I'm not a big reader.
He's an idiot.
Some people, they're like, but their voice makes way more sense.
Yeah,
to me, it doesn't.
I think Jonathan's one of those guys who
He's
is
a
like
subtitle guy.
I believe I could be.
It makes sense. Like, I get why people like it because it's how it was originally made. Like, this is how it was supposed to be.
I get it, but
personally, I don't want to sit
if you
there and
gotta
read subtitles.
Yeah, if you gotta pause it, it takes you out of the moment of the show.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. Like, it's like when I watched Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
I had to pause it every 5 seconds. Like, because they spoke in their natural tongue.
In, like, Hebrew?
They spoke Hebrew and whatnot. And it was like, all right, pause it.
Okay.
Judas, no!
Yeah.
Judas!
I feel like with like those animes and stuff, when they dub it though, it makes a lot more sense to like an English listener because.
Oh yeah, it sounds more correct. Like there's been times, typically when they're releasing a new show, the dubbed version comes out later than the new stuff. So, like the new season of Demon Slayer, I guess, it came out this year, and it's 3 weeks behind. So there's 2 episodes that are out that are not dubbed. And so my brother-in-law is fine with that. So I'm always behind, and he always wants to talk about it.
What's his name again?
Preston.
Preston, we know you're watching, Preston.
You're a loser. You're a loser. No patience.
No patience.
But, yeah, so I always wait. But then I have had times where I've been like, it's too good. I have to watch it. I have to watch it. Like, the art is just too cool. And so I just end up watching it. And then the subtitle just doesn't, their voices don't sound right. It's way more like high pitched and different. And it's like, Japanese.
I wonder how.
That's why I live in America.
Just America.
More
freedom.
I prefer English.
Yeah. Is it set in Japan or what's the setting?
I think so. Yep.
Is it in modern? Is it modern age or like historical?
It's not. It's like historical kind of. Like it's not a. It's not like how you would expect modern Japan to look like Tokyo. It's not fully teched out and stuff. Like there's no phones and stuff like that.
So it's like
it takes place in these old towns and I don't know. It's a bunch of people with really cool swords. You have to have a specific sword to be able to kill a demon. And it's really cool.
What's the main character's name?
His name's Tanjiro.
Say that again, but slower.
Tanjiro.
No, say it again, but fast.
Tanjiro.
There we go. All right, we landed that plane.
There's a lot of characters. They do a really good job of building each character.
I feel like all animes have like the main focus characters and then all these background characters.
Yeah.
Like Naruto does it.
I feel
Dragon
like they
Ball
just do
Z's
such a
done
good
it.
job of it.
They do very. I mean,
like there's so many characters, so much depth to it.
I do think because I like to read the manga as well.
Yeah.
I've read Naruto. I'm getting to One Piece.
It's long,
but there's a lot of them.
You're gonna be there for a while.
Well, I read them and watch them, but I like to read more.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's something about having the collection of the books on a shelf that just to me as a comic book collector is like, it's nice to have.
Yeah.
So what makes you like which character you relate to the most then?
Relate to the most?
Like,
I don't know that I relate to any of them that well.
Speaking to the mic though.
I don't know that I relate to any of them that well. I know
because they're cooler.
Like, yeah, I'm just so much better.
Oh. No, I said they're cooler.
Yeah, but I heard what you said, and I think I switched it up on you there.
I reject your reality.
I reject
your reality and substitute with my own.
I disagree. But yeah, right now I'm grinding One Piece, which is 1,100 something plus episodes.
And they're wrapping that up. I heard. Is that true? Is it actually?
I couldn't tell you. I know they plan on ending it soon. I think the writer's getting pretty old, so I think they want to wrap
within
it
the
up
next
before he
10 years.
Do you remember when we were kids when that first came out? One Piece.
99.
1999.
Yeah, I remember my first experience was that I got those. I think
Shonen Jump?
Yeah, Shonen Jump.
Yeah, that was mine too.
I was like, oh, this is like it was one of the because Shonen Jumps. I don't know if you're familiar. They're like a bunch of mangas in one book. They're just like samples.
Oh, okay.
It's like to get it wet your whistle. Like, hey, if you like these titles, here's some titles that are kind of the same in that ballpark. Like, I know the one you.
It must have been fairly new.
We had the same one because it had Naruto when they fought Zabuza. How do you say his name? I think it was Zabuza Momochi. I was a huge Naruto fan.
Yeah, I
Love
mean,
that.
it's like the number one anime.
I haven't read it in a long time. I got to reread them all. And then there was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Great.
And the One Piece one was when is it Zoro? Is that how you say his name?
Oh, yeah.
Zoro was
I
fighting
love
the
him.
clown that could have his body detached.
Oh,
was that
Buggy?
the one?
I think so.
Buggy the
Yeah.
Clown is his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, I watched some of the
So
live
cool.
action.
So
cool.
I really enjoyed the live action. I thought
The
it
anime is better.
well,
I've watched the live action, and I don't like it as much.
well, why? Explain.
Well, so you're kind of, I don't know. So clearly they update the pacing, which they should. I get that, because it's very drawn out. The show's very drawn out. It takes a really long time.
Does it have a lot? Does
For-
it have a lot of filler episodes?
Yes, you can skip them, and you don't feel like you're missing anything.
Okay.
Like I've skipped a lot of episodes, but it's really drawn out. They're remaking it right now.
You told me about
It's
that.
called The One Piece, and it's just new animation and redone pacing. So instead of 100 episodes a season, it's like 20.
That's so crazy that's how big this. It's the longest. Correct
Yeah.
me if I'm
Oh,
wrong.
100%.
It's the
There's
longest
no way.
running manga anime of all time.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z
It's
hasn't
like
even beaten it.
800. I think
Right.
Dragon Ball Z is at like 800.
It was well.
Because
Dragon Ball Z is
between
still
all the
going.
different shows. Yeah, there's different stuff. They just released one called like Dragon Ball Z Daimania.
Oh yeah, I forgot they do those things. Like, when we were
They just
kids,
have a lot of different spin-offs and different other stuff.
like when Christian and I were kids, we would actually draw. Remember being at the Christmas concerts that we'd have to practice when we were kids, and we'd be drawing like Piccolo and Goku
Oh,
and
for
Vegeta.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
And
So cool.
we got in trouble for that because we
Really?
draw it all over our homework assignments.
And didn't do the homework,
Didn't do the
probably.
homework. No, we did not.
You're like, I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
But
This
we-
is more important.
at
Drawing
this-
Goku 300 times.
Yeah.
It's over 5,000.
Yeah.
But at that time, it was just Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, if I remember correctly. Those are the only two
Oh,
that
there's
they
so
had.
much.
I read those. I liked those a lot. I mean, that's what got me into anime. Was probably your older brother Aaron who introduced it to me. Probably, I think.
Yeah, Aaron was pretty big into it. Yeah, thinking back on the old Dragon Ball too. The kids were over, and we were over at a friend's house, and they were watching. I was like, I don't remember the show being this dirty. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it the old grandpa?
Yeah.
Dude, he was a horn dog, man.
Yeah.
He was a dirty dog.
Yeah.
Dirty boy.
Like his interactions with Bulma, I think it was.
Dude, it's been so long.
Yeah,
I
I
can't remember
forget.
the names. Was that the purple hair or the
Bluey.
yeah, that purple? It was like
yeah, I
more
was like,
turquoise,
this is
right?
pretty racy.
Did you turn it off or have at it, kids?
Well, yeah, it wasn't my house, so I was like,
oh, I thought you said they came over to your house. Okay,
no, but
so
yeah, it's-
my rules.
like, oh.
This is
Shut up!
this is why I like Dragon Ball Z.
well, but so back to One Piece. Like, which character in that? For instance, like, which character do you think we would enjoy?
You would probably like Zoro the best.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
He's funny. So he's supposed to be like this. So his name's he's a pirate hunter is what he originally is. He's Zoro the pirate
That's
hunter.
the katana guy, right?
Yes,
Okay.
he has
so
three
just three
swords.
swords,
He
okay,
does
yeah.
the three sword style.
eats-
puts
he-
one in his mouth. It's so cool. But they make him such a dorky character. Like he's all muscle, complete zero brain. Like he
Yeah.
is so dumb. He gets.
Why are you saying that about me?
No,
why would I like?
Yeah.
I wonder why I like this character.
I just think you'd think it's funny. Like
He's an idiot.
He just gets lost. He's zero directions.
He's the Wolverine of that.
Okay,
So-
if you
yeah,
say
yeah,
that, if he's the Wolverine of that universe,
let me interpret for you.
Yeah.
Stick it, step,
Planet of the Apes. Yeah. So
together.
Zoro,
Yeah.
he's
Strong.
so cool, Zoro.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he does this three sword style, and he's just he's sick. He's got a lot of cool moments, and but he gets lost all the time. Like he is zero direction. They'll all be walking in a straight line, and then it'll
It's okay.
cut.
This does sound like
It'll
me.
cut to Zoro, and he's like, "All right, where'd everybody go?" Like I just turned. Like he'll just be walking with people, and they'll just turn and keep walking this way, and have zero idea that he just left
So
the
he
entire.
has some
people.
form of autism, is what you're saying.
yeah.
He's like Elon
He's
Musk,
mentally challenged.
but with swords.
Yeah. He's
All
sick.
right. I know you just met Christian today,
Yeah.
but which character do you think he would enjoy the most out of this series?
Um,
Because I think I remember the character that I think you'd like.
what do you think?
The chef. chef dude.
Sanji.
I think
he's
he's like
cool
him.
too. Yeah, you'd like him
Okay,
too.
yeah.
He's the one that kicks everything.
Yeah,
right.
they call his name is Blackleg Sanji. Is what he goes by.
Okay.
And he's got a crazy backstory. I just watched the whole season. I just watched basically was about Sanji and his backstory.
About his butt.
His black story.
I think it's cool when
He's
shows
great.
when they do that, when they give like a season focus to a character and give
Yeah.
that character some love.
Yeah, you
I
just
go
see
to
a
that.
lot. It just makes each character so much more relatable and so much like you just know a lot about him. It's really sad. He's a good character.
I did see the episode, the live action one, so I know a little bit about his backstory.
Yeah,
but
that's all
they
season
probably-
one. There's
Yeah.
so much different stuff.
It's gotta be a lot. I mean, it's been going on
There's
since
a lot.
1999.
Yeah.
This is older than you.
Yeah, significantly. That's like 5 years.
Does
older
that
than
make
me.
you and I feel old right now?
Well, yeah.
That's significantly older than me. It's like 5 years older than me.
Okay, you can stop talking.
Wes, you're old.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am the oldest one
Yeah.
in this room right now.
Youth, not youth.
Grace. Grace.
Yeah.
This is gonna die.
Yeah,
But
he starts out. Monkey D. Luffy's the main guy.
yeah, what's his backstory? Explain, because he
so
seems like he seems like the
he's
Naruto
great.
type character.
He's a fun character. He's so funny. He's all food based. He's like, as soon as after a big fight, he'll just like go to sleep in the like where he had the fight. Like, there'll be a big fight. He'll just go to sleep and then he dreams about meat after because he's hungry. And oh, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna
Nah,
keep-
he's
we're gonna have to bleep that.
dreams about meat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So does
It's
Wes.
he's
Isn't it crazy that like anime?
I saw your eyes light up.
Isn't it crazy how anime food always looks so good?
It does.
Why is
I'm
that?
always hungry when I watch that.
Like every time I watch Naruto,
I was like, that looks good. That
Like,
looks really good.
You've seen like Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, those kind of movies. Have you seen those?
I have not. I've not.
Who
Ghibli.
Studio Ghibli. Thank
yeah.
you. You would like those if you like manga or anime or what?
Yeah.
Anime. Watch those.
Okay.
I would say
I got a big
Have you
list.
seen those Spirited Away?
Most of them, yeah.
Which one would you suggest to him to watch?
Well, I have a soft spot in my heart for The Cat Returns, but
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that one.
it's just, that one's kind of goofy. Yeah,
and-
Spirited Away is probably the gateway drug. They're very artistic
Okay.
anime.
Yeah.
He's the Walt Disney of Japan. I would say
Okay.
it's the best
That's
way to
fair.
describe him.
Yeah.
And I think he's writing one of his last movies he's gonna do, and I think Studio Ghibli is basically dead after that because he's not passing down how to tell stories to anyone else.
Okay.
He's like, no, I'm not gonna. No.
Yeah.
Which I would say, Cat Returns is definitely a go-to. I would say that one's good, but
Yeah.
I like Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh, I've heard VP talk about that.
Yeah,
All the time.
yeah, and Ryan as well.
Yep. Yeah.
So those are Ryan's another student. He actually works where I work, so I see him.
Does he really?
Yeah,
Wow.
he got a job. He works third shift. Poor guy.
Great.
It was funny.
At
He
least
goes.
he's working. That's something.
He goes. A lot of weird people work on third shift. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think we
Duh,
put
it's
you
the
there?
third shift.
And he goes,
the third
wait a minute,
shift.
wait a minute. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
you're weird.
Putting two and two together.
So okay, more. Give us more. Why should we like these shows
Well,
or another show?
that one is great. It's not one that I would start with. A good one to start with, in my opinion, is either there's a show called Attack on Titan.
Oh,
Very popular.
I have seen that one. That was like
that.
That
that's
is a
like the Walking
great-
Dead
That's
of
a great
Japan.
start. It is
That's
a
a
great
good one.
start.
The music.
Everything, the storyline is insane. Like it's
A
so
mother
good.
dies in it. I can relate.
You know that firsthand.
Oh no, Mama, what happened?
I think
My
I have
mom
watched.
got eaten by a titan.
Yeah.
I can totally relate. My mom, Titans, they come out of nowhere.
Yeah, they do.
Like, get your
That's-
mothers. Hide your kids. Hide your
Hide
mothers.
Hide your wallets.
Yeah.
Because I won't go eat up in here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They eating everybody.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I love the music of it. It's so good.
It's so good. That is a great starter. That's what I started Kenna on. That was her first anime.
Who's kind of?
McKenna is my wife.
Oh, my daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, not Wes's daughter.
Yeah, it's my son-in-law.
Yeah,
No,
that
quick-
would be crazy.
A quick little backstory. One time when you guys were younger, Kenna had a job at McDonald's, and I went in went to get breakfast. I'm like, hey, Kenna, what's up? We were talking, and one of her coworkers goes, "Is that your dad?" it hurt me a little bit inside. Because
She's like, ew, no. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Because when
Disgusting.
I'm 12 years older than you, approximately. So
Oh,
that means
yeah?
I would have to be 12 to have her as a child.
Yeah.
But
Worst
so,
things have happened.
Yeah.
so Attack on Titan. What's
Yeah.
what's the premise for that for anyone who has not heard of that?
That show, so it's based on these people. They just live on the inside these walls. Basically, is how it starts.
Build the wall. Build the
They
wall.
live. It's like
It's
a big
America.
circle. Kind of bringing me back.
Yeah.
Little anime Trump.
Gotta keep the Titans out.
We got to deport the Titans. Deport them. They're here.
They were in. We got them out.
You gotta leave.
Cannibals.
Goodbye.
They eat people. Not good.
They're eating the people.
They're eating the mothers.
The dogs and the cats.
They're eating the mothers. They're eating the fathers.
Too many mothers have died. Yeah, that is a crazy show.
That is just.
Yeah. Is Donald Trump in it?
I would love to see an episode with little
He's the
tiny
guy.
Donald
He's the
Trump.
castle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's just running like
the king.
I've seen how they run. Now I like Trump. Spoilers for people who are not with his. Yep, you can hold up for a quick second and put it down. But I would love to see an image because how you seen how they run? It's like I would
yeah.
love to see the animated Donald Trump person,
Oh, yeah.
little hair coif going.
He's just completely orange.
Yes, from head to toe, it's orange. That would be funny. And hey, that's if you can laugh at yourself, that's great.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. But back
Yeah.
to why we
That's-
should watch it.
There's just it's a lot. It's a good base. Because it doesn't. It's not long. It's a fairly short show.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Too soon, Wes. Too soon. Yeah. So it's not that. It's not a long show. And it's easy to like kind of understand and pick up.
Is it? Are they done making it?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's completely wrapped up. So I mean, you're gonna watch that show and it'll be great.
That's what
You
I
know,
like about
there's-
anime manga. Like American comics, like
They just leave it.
Well,
hef-
they keep going.
cliffhanger.
There's a
So basically, one piece.
what's it called? Like stage 1 or first arc, second arc.
Oh yeah.
And there's no third arc because, excuse me, how like with Hellboy, our previous episode, you have Hellboy has a beginning, middle, and end. It wraps up. There is an end to Hellboy's story. I like it when they do that. Invincible, another character, another storyline, beginning, middle, and end. The Walking Dead, beginning, middle, and end. Now I like reading Wolverine. I like reading Spider-Man, Thor, all those characters, but they sometimes like, all right, it's the same repetitive story.
Yeah.
Like you kill a kid, like Wolverine, you kill him, bring him back, and the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Jean Grey, she died, then she comes back. Uncle Ben, I'm sorry, you just died.
He
You're
just
done.
Yeah.
But
Oh, he's dead.
but now he's dead. Say hi to my mom for me.
Oh.
So keep going.
Yeah. So that one ends, and I like in anime they're much more willing to kill off characters,
And they
Where-
stay.
and they
Dead.
stay dead, and it's really sad, and it just adds to it. Where a lot of our stuff is just like in the Avengers, none of them die. I guess besides the recent one where Black Widow dies. Spoiler alert.
Well, in the movies, they die, but like in the
But
comic
it's
books,
like comic books, these characters don't die. They're
Like-
they're invincible. And
Like
in
Captain
anime,
America.
they're much more human, and they just don't. They're willing to kill off characters much more, which is like.
and it
so
actually
you don't know what could happen.
Well, to me, it brings like it's high stakes right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If someone dies, like, well, then they're gone.
Yeah,
Like
it
with,
could happen.
I always think I go back to like Captain America during the Civil War storyline, not the movie, but the comic book. He's assassinated, and for a few years, Bucky takes up the mantle of Captain America. Great storyline. It should have been Bucky that should have been the new Captain America in the movie, not the Falcon.
Not Falcon.
It should not be Captain Falcon. Just saying. But Captain America was dead for like I think maybe two years, and then they brought him back.
Falcon punch.
That's all I can think of. I mean, Anthony Mackie's a good actor. I like him.
Yeah.
If you ever get the chance to look up the story and goes, "Make Daddy a sandwich." Have you seen that?
Oh yeah. Make daddy a
Make
sandwich.
Daddy a sandwich.
You make daddy a sandwich.
You make Daddy a sandwich.
Yeah.
And he was. I like him.
It was funny.
He's cool.
It was funny, yeah.
I like to get beer with that guy. But
Yeah.
sorry, tangent
No,
story.
no, you're
Back
good.
to you.
Yeah, so that's a good starter one. There's another one called Solo Leveling, which just came
I
out.
have never heard of that.
It just came out this year. It won Anime of the Year for 2024.
Dang.
It's like 13 episodes.
Wow,
and
that young and getting anime of the year.
yeah, it is amazing. It is a great
And
show.
there's a lot of anime out there
The
too.
art style is so good. It's so great, and it's 13 episodes. It's short.
Describe what it is, though, because I've never heard of it.
So this
Don't know
dude-
the art style.
It's hard to like not spoil it, kind of. But this
Yeah.
guy,
Do you care for spoilers? I'm okay with
I'll
them.
probably forget. So
Where
you'll probably forget. I know you.
I'm like a Joe Biden.
yeah, and I have a worse memory than him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I remember things he doesn't remember.
So
But for going forward for the viewers, spoilers are
these
ahead.
are a bunch of spoilers.
Big
yeah.
spoilers.
So
I'm not adding anything in there.
the guy, they're in this world where there's
In a world.
these portals opened, and they're called dungeons.
On your left.
And so there's people who like get magic is what it's called, like your magic level, and that can look different. Different people, you could be a strength type or like running or whatever. Like your magic awakens in a different way.
Like
for everybody.
mutants.
Yeah, kind of.
Like from the X-Men. Okay.
So then
That sounds cool.
and it's based on, you get a rank based on your level of magic. Like they can determine a number that's your level of magic, and if you have magic, you're referred to as a hunter, and you can go in these dungeons and collect whatever's in the dungeon and bring it back, and that's kind of like their money.
You're dungeon crawling.
Yeah. So then this one character, the main character,
Now, a quick question: is it like are they wearing like armor, like medieval style?
yeah, they kind of get armor. It's like a modern show, but they have armor and stuff to fight in the dungeons.
Okay,
It's
I like
pretty
when they
cool.
do modern twists.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah. So then they the main character, his name is Genu. He is supposedly the worst hunter. Like he's the weakest guy.
It seems with anime, it's always a weak character,
Yeah,
which is
yep.
actually cool because you see the character
Yeah,
grow.
you see them grow a lot.
You see character development as
Yeah.
opposed to Rey Skywalker. It's like, well, Rey
Oh, I
Palpatine.
showed up and now I'm the greatest.
I don't stop grabbing my hand as she's running.
Yeah.
What terrible! What a terrible character.
So there's
I hate
kind of
Star
jumping
Wars.
back. There's S all the way to D rank. So
Okay.
S, A, and they go. It starts at S is like the best, like you're the strongest, and then it goes A, B, C, D, E. Sorry, it goes to E rank, and E rank typically has somewhere between 70 and something. 70 is like the lowest, kind of.
70 what?
Magic.
Okay,
Like they
okay.
like they can determine your magic level based on the number. Like they can, if you put your hand on something, I don't know exactly, but they can determine a number.
Explain the science in great detail.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
It's a blood pressure cuff. They go to Walmart.
I
and
don't.
They stick,
I don't want to know mine.
Get it.
yeah.
But so Genu, the main character, has 5. So
Oh, wow, he is pathetic.
He's like the weakest. He gets injured every time he does a raid. It's terrible. Like, so he's super weak.
So it's like the like Deku.
Yeah, he's similar. It's that similar style where it's
Yeah.
like Deku has nothing and he has no powers. Everyone else has powers.
We'll get that in a second.
There's another show that's almost identical to My Hero where it's the same thing, that he has nothing and he is able to grow from that. But so in Solo Leveling, he has no magic power. He goes into the specific dungeon, and sometimes you can get a double dungeon is what it's
A
called.
double dungeon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they defeat the
Hot.
first dungeon, and then there's a second one, just random chance. So they
Okay.
go into it, and it turns out to be like this S ranked dungeon where like everyone dies basically, and it's hard to go into detail on it, but Genu ends up being not the sole survivor, but he stays behind and allows everyone else to escape. Everyone who's still alive. There's like 5 people that live out of a group of people. And so Genu stays behind and sacrifices his own life so that they can all go. And somehow after he dies, he wakes up in a hospital and or he's about to die. He wakes up in a hospital, and
We all have that story.
he ends up with his leg
Right.
back, like his leg got cut off in the scene, and he's got his leg back, and he's like fully okay. And now for some reason he's able to see these screens.
Keep leaning forward for the mic.
He's able to see these screens, and he can. It's like a video game. Like he can do challenges and level up, but no one else can see these screens. And once you have your rank, you can't keep ranking up. Like once you have your rank, that's your rank. You're done. You can't grow off that. But in his case, somehow he can see these screens and level up and get stronger and increase his strength and agility and all these things like a video game. And so it kind of goes through different challenges and different boss fights and stuff like that where he
So
gets stronger,
he's-
but everyone still sees him as this weak nothing, and they're trying to figure out how the heck he's able to get stronger.
So he is basically playing a video game the entire
Yeah, kind of.
storyline then?
But he's he's not in a video game per se. Like
Okay.
he's just able to see this thing that somehow he acquired from completing that last dungeon by himself. And you kind of don't know how he gets it. It just
Right.
kind of happens. And I mean, no one has ever been able to see that dungeon. Like people have been able to go into the dungeons after people go in and complete them. But this one, no one could see it when it was done. Like no one knew what happened. Only the people who are in there knew what happened and can say what happened. But yeah, he's able to level up and
So he's a cheater.
yeah, basically.
Yeah,
But
hacker. Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
really cool.
He's like old big balls.
sounds interesting. I'm sold.
It's very good. It's only 13 episodes. Season 2 is coming out right now, but it's not on Netflix. So we watch on Crunchyroll,
Oh yeah.
which is like yeah, it's just an
Anime hub.
anime Netflix basically.
Okay. I think that's where I watched like the first couple seasons of My Hero
Yep.
during
Everything's
during
on
the
there.
lockdown.
Yep. Crunchyroll's a great spot if you're gonna just watch all the time.
I think I hear the music. Is it the one like you see like a planet and all these like things swarm around it and this little girl with pink hair goes wow kind of thing. Is
No.
that the one I'm thinking of?
No.
Okay. That's
Oh, you're saying for Crunchyroll or you're
Yeah.
saying for Solo
is that the
Leveling?
logo for it?
No, it's just an orange, like
Okay, now what I'm thinking of.
circles or something. But that's a great show. It's short. It's easy to get into, easy to understand. There's a bunch of different shows that are like that. There's
Now what? So how did you get hooked into anime so quickly?
So before I was a big hater of it,
Yeah, what
just
a-
because
what a
I don't know,
loser.
we just never watched it. I always thought it was like one of those things that my only
That's
experience.
for those people.
Yeah, my only experience was like
Racist.
VP and Ryan, and so I was like, well, I can't relate. They're homeschooled. They do their own thing. And
Nerd.
yeah, you're like,
Sorry,
okay,
boys.
I'm like the sports guy. I do whatever, and that's just not my thing. So
I like how he described himself as a sports guy when he was the shortest one in the group for like the longest time. He was
just
like,
because I'm
he like
short
a-
doesn't mean I
like-
didn't
like
play
He had a
sports.
late growth spurt.
I
Yeah, I
remember
did.
I remember seeing you play basketball when you
I
were
was
in
so good,
sixth
bro.
grade, and your jersey went over your knees like Alvin and the
No,
Chipmunk
it did
style.
not.
You tripped over it a few times.
No, I did
He
not.
cried.
No,
Pics or
I
there's no
did
proof?
not.
Yeah, and I
No
laughed.
proof.
I laughed at him.
That's not true.
And he started crying. I went onto the court and
Yeah.
started kicking him while he was
Right.
on the ground.
No,
Right.
that did happen.
I cr-
Yeah, I was gonna say I believe that part
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least.
What a
Meanwhile,
public
everyone's looking
basketball
like,
game, and Wes is beating
Who's
his
this
Yeah.
adult? Who's this
Yeah.
adult man beating on
Who
this
is
small
this?
child?
Is that?
No,
We've seen him around. We've
Yeah.
seen
I've been seeing this man.
There's wanted posters all over the.
him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's
the
great.
kid
That's a
kicker.
great show. There's a bunch of different shows that are similar to that. There's my favorite one is called Black Clover. That one is on Netflix. It's just like My Hero, basically. They're in a world where there's magic, and it's not like the solo leveling magic. It's like normal, what you would think of magic. Like they have,
Harry Potter,
yeah, like they have books and wands and different stuff.
bazookas,
Yeah, guns and
AK-47s.
yeah, exactly.
Clack, clack, clack,
And
clack.
they
American magic.
exactly.
Expelliarmus.
Yeah, take this, Voldemort.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just like
Veronica, boom.
it's just like My Hero, where the main character, his name's Asta, has no magic.
Hasta la vista.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Everyone has magic. Asta has 0 magic, and magic is kind of like your status. Like the higher, more magic you have, in this case, the better, the higher you are seen and valued. So he's considered worthless and has no value, and he's like some commoner who is an orphan.
So like Wes.
Yeah, so similar to like how Wes feels.
I'm half orphan. I have a dad.
Oh, I was
still.
talking about the no value part.
50%.
You are
Okay.
you are correct, sir.
But yeah, that's a good one. And he ends up getting the power of the devil, is what it's called.
Yeah, okay, there's my life story.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's not considered magic. Like he still has no magic. But I don't really know how it works. But that's a great show. I highly recommend. That's my favorite.
How old is this one?
This one's newer.
Newer.
There's, I don't know how many episodes. Probably 100 episodes.
Wow.
And it's all on Netflix.
How many seasons?
I couldn't tell you. On Crunchyroll, it all shows it as 1 season. In this case, not always.
Well,
but on Netflix, there's probably 4.
We can tell with anime, it's like if there's a new theme song opening, it's a new
Oh
season.
yeah. You're like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of liked about anime too. Like, oh, new
They
theme
switch
song.
it up. Yeah.
Right.
That's what I think American shows need to do more of.
Yeah.
Switch up intro.
I was watching Justin and I were watching Gundam X on Crunchyroll.
Oh, okay.
And the thing I love is the theme songs have nothing to do with the show whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's like there was a bird flying high.
Yeah. Like, what's that to do with giant robots
Yeah,
fighting each
giant
other?
fighting robots.
Yeah. What are we
And I
doing?
love him still.
This is not
like,
a love story.
Like
Yeah.
Naruto had one where no, the best one's like My Hero. There's one
So
ending credit scene where they're all shopping in
Oh,
a
yeah.
mall. It's like what does this have to do?
When did they ever do that?
yeah, that don't remember this
Yeah.
at all.
I mean, they're all high schoolers, so I'm
You're
sure.
right.
That's a show I like.
showing
I
the
like My
animation.
You
Hero.
would. I promise you would love Black Clover.
Black Clover.
If you have Netflix,
Text. I do have Netflix.
then you can watch that whole show. It's
Text that to
great.
me.
It is so. It's probably my favorite one right now. It's the fight scenes are done so well. Like the magic is really cool, and just the fight scenes are great. They do a really good job.
What time period is that in?
It's like they live in a kingdom, kind of like they have castles and
Okay,
stuff like
I'm
that.
hooked. You already got me.
Yeah.
I like anything fantasy. I actually follow a YouTube page where it's like the UFC, but with knights fighting. Have you ever seen those videos?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, I've seen some crazy sports.
Dude, I want to go to that. Like Christian and I went to medieval times. Remember going to that?
I'd love to go to that.
That was a lot
Never
of fun.
been.
I got a beer mug and everything, and
You would.
it's actually in my freezer right now.
I actually enjoy the food quite a bit. Like, there's you could get like a giant turkey leg.
Yeah,
and-
remember I kept trying to convince my mom to ask for silverware?
yeah.
You never ask for silverware at medieval times.
Oh, okay.
They'll shine a spotlight on you and they'll make fun of you. Go, oh, look, we have nobility here that needs silverware. Oh, point and laugh at them,
Right.
commoners.
Yeah, like I'll get her.
But
She's
yeah,
gonna fall for it. Then she
it was-
died. So.
Yeah.
We were
She
going to-
died of embarrassment.
It's too much. She
Oh,
couldn't take it.
We
Yeah.
have to tell that story really quick.
Okay.
About, So, when I first bought my house, I had my small group boys
A
over
long,
one
long
night.
time ago.
A galaxy far, far away. That was actually
When was
entertaining.
this? This was probably.
You guys,
I was probably in.
I think
ninth grade,
Not
maybe?
you.
It's whenever the first Spider-Man or the PS4 Spider-Man game came out.
Yes, because that's a game he was
I
playing.
was playing that game.
So, do you want? I'll
doesn't-
tell.
doesn't
I'll
matter
tell.
to me.
I tell it way better than you anyway.
Yeah,
'cause it's
probably.
funnier. So what happened
it's
was
my
this: Skywalker's playing the game,
Mm-hmm.
and his back is to me. I'm sitting on the couch with a few other my boys watching him play. Ethan's next to you on your left.
Yep.
And some of the other guys were in the kitchen playing, I think, Magic the Gathering, and because it was just.
We're just hanging.
Yeah, it was a small group night. Hey guys, welcome to the house. Bring snacks. Just hang out. And it's funny because Skywalker's Spider-Man dies. I go, ha! You died without hesitation. Now with us guys, it's a joke. Your mom.
This was
Dot, dot,
during
dot.
the your mom.
It's still to the
Kinda
same.
era.
People still do it.
Oh,
It,
yeah.
it doesn't bother me.
I do it at work.
But he goes. So I go, ha! You died. He goes, your mom died. ha. And he literally goes, ha. And
I'm so sorry,
you could
Wes.
drop a pin in that room. It was so quiet. And I start laughing. And Sky goes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, Wes.
I didn't hurt my feelings. The look in your face is you went beat red very
I felt
quick.
so bad.
I've never seen
I
someone with
genuinely
that
felt
red,
so
like,
bad.
that bad.
Wait, how far past or how long had?
My mom died when you were in 6th grade. So it was at least
It had been like
3
okay.
years at that
It
point.
wasn't like the day after or anything.
These are tears.
Yeah.
the day of.
Yeah.
Oh, your mom died.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. Actually, I love to make people uncomfortable. Like, I made a joke one time, like, oh, my mom voted for Joe Biden. She's dead to me now. We don't talk anymore. I'll make jokes like that, which I wouldn't be shocked if she did vote for Joe Biden. She was dead long before that. But I make jokes like that, and I know she would find them funny. I definitely got my humor from my mom to some degree, very dark. My dad, I'm sorry, Chief, you're not funny. You think you're funny, but you're not funny. Well,
That's what your dad sounds like.
he sounds like what?
He's like,
For a dying frog.
yeah. Like, oh,
That's-
okay.
Fun facts.
I don't think
you
I've
know,
ever
We're gonna
talked
get
to your
hate mail
dad.
from your dad now.
He actually watches.
I don't think I've ever talked to your dad.
Yeah, neither do I.
It's like, I don't know.
Look at me now, Dad.
I've been to his house like 100 times.
Yeah, well, that's where we have groups, so you should be there.
I've never talked to him.
You're a horrible person.
I know.
You were.
I just
Here's
hate
Hitler.
everybody.
Here's
Right.
you. You were like
Te- You're teaching him your ways too well, Wes.
absolutely. Hitler, me, then you.
Yeah.
You're making your way.
Yeah.
You're like the Jeffersons, moving on up, baby.
I was thinking when we were making the last podcast, I was
You weren't there for that.
I was in the crowd. Remember? You
Oh yeah,
said the crowd.
breaking the fourth wall. He
Yeah.
was our audience.
But I was thinking at the end because you were showing, or I was looking at your book.
No, we want to clarify. It's about Hellboy.
It's about a book.
About
It's about a
Hellboy.
book.
Yeah.
Hellboy. Cheers! I have a story. About
It was in his Amazon wish
Wow.
list.
No, it was not.
We're closing in on 50 minutes, just to let you know.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
quickly finish up.
Oh, so I was just saying that I think it'd be funny if you had a Nazi flag and people would be like,
We're not.
Oh, that's terrible, and you're like, oh no, it's from a book. It's okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
from Hellboy.
Yeah.
Actually,
Just a screenshot.
Yeah, yeah.
we'll end on
Panel.
this.
It's like, oh, it's from a book.
Do you remember my neighborhood growing up? The neighbor to the left hand. If you're looking at the street, the neighbor on my left hand side.
Yeah.
Her husband. She's long since dead, but her husband fought in World War II, and one day, because her husband actually has a real Nazi flag.
Wow.
They stormed the beaches, and
Yeah, that's
he
cool.
has a real flag.
Yeah.
But he was dead at this point. He passed away, and she was actually donating it to a museum because she didn't want it.
Yeah.
But she washed it, hung it on the line in the front yard.
Oh my
It's like,
god.
whoa! Her name is Wilma. Like, Wilma, take that down.
get
That
out
is
of it.
that is
It won't
not
be
okay.
Wilma.
And she's like, what? She didn't really
She
understand.
wasn't
it.
a fan.
Yeah.
It's like I believe she was Jewish. But yeah,
That's crazy.
we're closing at 50 minutes. I think we
All
should
right.
wrap it up right now.
Yeah. Thank you for the synopsis of your.
Yeah.
we're
I
editing
could have
out.
talked for
anime.
forever.
We're gonna
Yeah.
edit out everything that you said.
Okay, hey, that's
Right.
fine. That's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
But we're off to.
You don't want to get too popular.
Right. We
okay?
could do the thing where we just bleep all his words, so it looks like he's just.
I
swearing up a
will
storm.
be making some bleeps in there for him. But let's
I
wrap it
didn't
up.
say anything controversial.
We're going to comic book shop.
Okay.
This
I'm
is
down. Yeah.
And then maybe some pizza.
Don't tell me with a good time.
Yeah. Right.
All right, let's get out of here, guys.
All
let's,
right.
let's get
All right.
be gone with you people.
Toodaloo.
See ya.
Peace, love, say the butterflies. Hovering over us, how I'm gonna do is have like Christian and I are in the corner, and it'll be two of you like hovering above us, but make sure your hands are still in the shot, and don't be deep. Okay.
He's showing
Ready?
his physical security skills.
Yeah. All right.
Hat, no hat.
I don't care what you do.
Okay.
Choke on it. Oh, sorry.
Should I pull my hat backwards so you can see my face?
Yeah, probably. Look, I don't do the other way. Less is better. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Just cover your face the whole time.